Hey everybody, welcome to Board Game Heaven. My name is Raymond, and in this video I'm going to do an unboxing, or rather an unbagging, of all the Myth Journeyman miniatures from the final wave sent to us by Ulisses, who got the IP from Megacon Games, which have gone defunct sadly. But Myth Journeyman has been a very long road, and now finally all the final miniatures from the stretch goals and from the expansion packs have arrived. They all came in separate plastic Ziploc bags, so I'll be going over all of those miniatures and showing them to you to finally complete all of that. But before I do, I'd like to ask you to please hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. If you have, you're an absolute legend, because it really does help the channel quite a lot. And you can also support me on Patreon by going to my page. There's a link in the description below. And in return for your support, you will get early access to all of my videos, access to Patreon exclusive videos, and also your name in the credits. And now you can also save up for physical goodies. All right, let's check out the bags and see what's inside. All right, so let's just start with a big bag here for the all-in modules. So when we pledged, there were a number of modules that you could get. I think there were 8 or 9 or something, and there was an all-in pack, and in the end everybody who ordered modules basically got the all-in, whether you got them all or not, because it was cheaper for them to just toss them all together. And we got the printed materials first, so all the tiles, all the cards, or whatever there was, tokens, and the miniatures that they were sent afterwards. Sadly not in a box, so our all-in modules are gonna be, I don't know how you are gonna store them. I'd like to see your storage solutions, by the way. Post in the comments. But it would have been nice if we had gotten like a big box, just like the Myth Core box, that would have fit all the printed materials and the miniatures, and perhaps even the stretch goals. But alas, it was not to be. So let's just get all of these out. So we do get separate baggies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm pretty sure there were more modules than 6, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure anymore. So yeah, I just quickly checked. There were indeed 8 additional modules that you could get. So I'm just gonna have this ready and see if we got all of those miniatures that were listed here. So let's just start with this bag. All right, so let's see what we got there. A bunch of minis. They do look really cool. So these are the clockwork ones, I believe. So let's start just with a small one right here. So here is one of the clockwork minions. Looks really cool. I do love the sculpting on these. I hope it would focus a bit better. Okay, there we go. So little robo dude with a claw on one side and a drill on the other. So there's that one. And we have 1, 2, let's see how many we have of those. 3 of these. And then we have some other dudes. Oh, wait, is this one with a, yeah, this is 4. Okay, let me just put these bags aside. Then we have this one over here. Also pretty cool, little robot with a big magnet hand and a little claw on these tiny little legs. The style is really cool and still very much the same as the original Myth game. So that's nice. We have, let's see, 1, probably also 4 of those. No, this is a different one. This is a different one. Here's 1. So that's 2 and 3 of those. Okay, yeah. And then we have 3 of these. So we basically, yeah, you usually get 10 minions. So there's 1 type that is extra. And there's the nice winding key on the back. And it's like a monocycle thing with a gear as the wheel. and a big claw there. That looks really cool. So we have 3 of these. So that's the 10 minions. Then we have the 2, I believe, captains or commanders. No, captains. You get 2 captains and 1 commander, I believe, every time. So this big guy, which is basically a collection of those smaller guys, because it has that same claw from that third guy we saw, has the drill, basically the body, the entire body here of the first guy that we looked at, and the middle seems to be a body that's on top of this one. So it's 2 dudes on top of each other, and the clockwork in the back. So they kind of connect, they combine, which looks really cool, into one big clockwork guy. So we have 2 of these, and then here we have Professor Rustysprocket's mount, which is a big mech, which is really cool. The Professor wasn't in this baggie, so probably in a different bag. But that is really cool. So he has a bit of a saddle here with a circular bit that will hold the base of the Professor. So that is really awesome. We have that. All right, let's open up another bag. All right, there we go. So this module was called the Golden Gear. Now we have, these are the Brigand faction. I believe those are all basically humans. Thieves and brigands. Let me see. Get all of these up here. So let's take a look at the first one. There we go. So cool looking dude holding a dagger, crouched, ready to strike. That's nice. Some really nice detail. So that is this one. Let's see, I think we have 5 of these. So this is a female brigand holding a big knife or a small sword. Pretty cool. The ponytail there, it's got a bit of a mohawk kind of thing going on there, or you know, a bit of a high hair. Don't know what that's called. Not much of a specialist on hair, as you might imagine. Anywho, so we have 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have these 2, which I assume are the commanders then, or the captains. So that is a brigand dashing forward with, again, a dagger in hand. It looks like some kind of spikes on the fist there, maybe some kind of brass knuckles. So that looks really nice. So 2 of those right there, and then this one, their commander, I guess, a bit hunched over figure with a fur cape. It's got some kind of clock in the left hand, some trinket, and a dagger in the right hand. So that's that. That is the Dark Under, the Thieves module. Let's take a look at this bag. And there we go. All right, what do we have here? These are the Naga, I believe, the sea creatures, the mermen. So we have this guy, which looks like a minion. It looks pretty cool. These don't have too much detail on them because they're very sleek. They're basically half fish. Would have been nice if they had some scales sculpted in, but this is entirely smooth. You can see a little bit of detail on the arm there. So yeah. And on the tail. a bit more simple, but all right. We have that one. Let's see, we have some different ones here. Here's another one with a trident, or a fork, actually. There's another one, so we have 3 here. Here is a dude with a claw. Here's a 4th one. And then, what else do we have? And a 5th one, so we have 5 of these and 5 of these. So 10 minions, 2 different sculpts. This one has a claw. Crabby claw there. Whoop. Again, same kind of body. This one does have like a dorsal fin. Yep, the big head. Again, the face is also very simplistically sculpted. So there's not a whole lot of detail on these, sadly, but they do look okay. Alright, so we have 10 minions. There you go. Then, yeah, and I think these were swapped around. Yes, because this is the commander, and the captains were supposed to be these, but they swapped them around, which I actually don't mind that much. But, you know, the art on the cards and will be different. But I kind of like this guy, even though he's very big, as the captain. Unless I'm swapping captain and commander. I think these are captains then. So we have 2 of these, which are basically big, brawny fighters. Crab person commanding the troops. And this one is pretty detailed. That looks really cool. So yeah, we have that. 2 of these. And then this one, which normally would be the captain, is actually the commander, which I kind of like, because he's more merfolk-like. And yeah, not much of a brawler. So I kind of think that fits the role better, to be honest. And this one does have nice sculpted scales on the body, so I wonder why they didn't do that for the little ones. That's a bit of a shame, because this one looks certainly a lot better. So we have that. That is the old ones module. All right, let's open up another bag. Okay, this is the Lost Hoard of Blackwall, the ooze module. And there's already a big ooze in Blackwall Warrens in the core box that you can use with these, of course. So we have this. So these are the minions. And let's have a look at if there are any different ones, or if they are all the same. No, it looks like there's 2 different sculpts at least. So let's have a look here. So this is an ooze, a little slime. And this one seems to have a helmet embedded in it. Not much else to say about that. It's just slime, really. It's very simple. But it looks convincing. I like slime, so that's nice. So this has a helmet. This has a helmet, 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 and helmet. So 5 of those. And then we have 5 slightly different ones. And this slime has, let's see, does it have anything, or is it just slime? There seems to be a chain here. There's a chain, and this is a bit of a flat area. So that might be a pauldron or something connected with a chain. I don't know. Not entirely sure what that could be. I'll have to look up some images. So there's 5 of those. There you go. Then we have the 2 captains here as a bit of semi-humanoid slime. Body, head, and 2 arms. And this arm actually holds a rock-like item that it can use as a cudgel. This just forms a hand. Slimy face, that's really cool. And in the back you can actually see a rib cage there of a fallen adventurer. that was absorbed by this slime. So we got 2 of those. And then we have this big one. That's really cool. Look at that face. Their commander. There's a skull in there. There's a shield. There's even a bit of fence in there with spikes. And a gravestone. Rest in peace, L-U-C. Could be Lucas or Lucy. No, it's Lucy, of course. Lucy is a character in the game. So there's that. This looks really cool. All right, let's open up this bag. I'll leave that on this side. This seems to have rock people, Ferrenroc, I guess. Yes, that is the Shadowlands module for the Siege on Ferrenroc. So let's see what we have. We have these guys and some catapults or ballistae. Let's see, we have this. And we have these. Yep. We have this guy, this one lost the shield, but we can glue that back on. So 5 of these standing up and 5 of these getting ready to roll. So let's take a look at this one first. It's these razor beasts, right, or whatever they're called. There was a big one again in one of the in one of the expansion boxes, if I recall correctly. So they're kind of like little, I don't know, rock-like creatures, ape-like, rock-like creatures with a little head there, and these big old arms that look a bit like clubs. They could clobber you. They've got these spiky ridges on the back, and the tiny little feet. That looks really cool. I like the style. So we got 5 of those over here. I'll put them here. Then we have 5 more of these guys who are rolling up or you know, jumping forward, because this is their head. They're basically standing on their head. There's the little face there. So he's dashing forward, rolling over with the spikes going forward. It's a bit like Sonic. There's the little feet there curled up, because that's their attack. They basically roll towards you with all these spikes. So that's pretty cool. So we have 5 of those as well. All right. Then we got these ballistae. That's pretty cool. Oh, stay focused on this, please. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's basically just a siege weapon. Oh, this is loose. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, you can actually move this a little if you wanted to, I guess. I don't know. Well, we have 2 of those. Then we have these 2 captains. I'll take the one with the shield still glued on. That's really cool. That's a lizard-like warrior. The lizard tail there. Fully armed and armored. Big shield. It's got some metal here on the hips and on the shoulders, and a mace in the right hand. All right, pretty cool. Partially sculpted base. Oh, stay focused. There we go. Yeah, looks pretty nice. All right, so we have 2 of these, and then their commander is an even bigger guy, the Dragonkin. Really, really large. Holding a book, so he's spellcasting, no doubt. He's got the little wings. So yeah, that is also a pretty nice looking sculpt. The commander of the Ferrenroc module. And then we have this final bag here, so let's open that one up. So let's see what that is. Little critters. Guys with whips. Let's see what that is. That is the demon module, the Fury of the Fireborne. So it's got like little imps and demons like this one. I like the face there, big teeth. And just a little dude. Yeah, it's just a little imp, really. So we have that one, that's a minion. And we have several of those. Let's see. All right, that's a bigger module. So let's take a look at the other minion. Also, again, a little demon. This one looks different because it's a bit more, I don't know, shark-like, I guess. It's got a bigger body, but the same, you know, kind of build, same hands and feet. So, yeah, it's just a little bit bulkier, I guess. Also, again, sculpted base, all of these. So, yeah, we have 10 of those and 10 of those. Then we've got, let's see, 4 of these captains, I guess. All the same sculpt, so bigger demons. The head there with the big manes or whatever that is. And they're basically just stronger, bigger versions of the small demons. And they are carrying some kind of brutal knife, sword. Yeah, very dynamic stance. Striding forward. Really cool. Very, you know, muscular upper body. So we have 4 of those over here. And then their commander is the guy with the whip. Same kind of figure, but he's got some armor on. So he's heavily armored. And he's got 2 whips, actually. One in each hand. With this nasty looking metal bit at the end. And he's got 2 little wings. Look at that. 2 tiny little wings there. And a little tail. So they might evolve as they climb the ranks into full-fledged demons. Cool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 modules out of 8. Let's see what else we have. So here's another bag that says other modules with 2 little bags. So I suppose that these are the remaining 2 modules for the all-in. So let's just open up this bag first. So here we go. These are more of these elemental guys. I already have some of these. So let's see what we have. I did not have this one, of course. That's new. So we've got some minions, some captains, and a new commander. And that elemental module is called the 4 Pillars of Creation. So that was one that we didn't get yet, which is now finally delivered. And I already saw the minions and the captains, yeah, I think, earlier in an earlier unboxing. Don't really remember which box they belong to or how I got them, but yeah, this has a little elemental dude. So there's a fire elemental who looks like a blacksmith with a hammer, a little furnace-y head, fire coming out. It was super cool, super thematic. So we have the fire dudes. That's 1, 2, 3 of those, 4 of those. Then we have this one with the chainsaw, you know, the blade saw blade. And he looks like a collection of wires or sprockets. I'm not sure which element this is supposed to be. That's supposed to be wind, perhaps. air, maybe, I'm not sure. Although these guys, no, this is air because they have wings and so this is either earth or water. Can't really tell. But yeah, they look pretty cool. With the blade, I like the poses. But yeah, we've seen those in an earlier video. So we got 3 of those. And then we have 3 of these guys. And I think this is wind or air, whatever you want to call it. Because they have a gun that kind of blows wind out, pressure. And they have wings. So I suppose they can fly. And I've got a little helmet on. Yep, that looks really cool. So we have 3 of those as well. 1, 2, 3. Then we have their commanders, captains. Captains. We have 2 captains, and this one has a big spiky arm and a robotic arm. So made of metal. Could be the earth element, I guess. And I already have their boss, Ea, which is a huge stone kind of boss, which I believe has all the elements combined. But I had him with the original Myth Kickstarter, I believe. So yeah, it looks really nice. They look great as like iron golems. And then their commander is over here, and this is new. I have not seen this before. A big robot wearing a cloak and some kind of cobbled together. Well, it's his arm, actually, This is the elbow. So the arm, maybe it transforms into a sword of some kind. And a regular robot arm on the other side. Big legs. He's huge. He's a lot bigger than regular people. I'll take one of the brigands here. As you can tell, this would be a normal human size. So this robot is twice as big. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. Like the face. Lots of detail in this sculpt. Super cool. All right, so we have that. And then finally we have this module. And this should be the rodent module with the rat people, which was called The Awakening of the Huranii. All right, yeah, and we've seen some of these rat guys again in one of the unboxings I did earlier. I don't know if I had all of these or just a few of the sculpts. I certainly did not have these. Did have the Rat King, I believe, which had the multiple rats with the tails together. So yeah, let's have a look at these. The minions here. This is a rat with a knife. No, well, it's kind of like a spear, I guess. Smallish spear. It's bent a little. I'll have to use a hot water method to straighten it out because it's, it's bent. But hot water works very well. It's got a little pouch there. I like the fur. The fur is sculpted really nicely. It's got the little cut off tail. They all have that. I believe that's part of the lore. They have their tails cut off partially. So yeah, there's this minion, and we have 5 of those, and then there's another minion with a slingshot. We have 5 of those as well. They got a little muzzle on, another pouch here and there on the belts. That looks really nice. So yeah, the sculpting on these is actually pretty good. Then we have 2 of these captains, big rats, standing on their hind feet, a bit taller than the others. They're also a lot bigger than the others, and they got a big crossbow. They got a quiver there with bolts. They've got a sash. They actually have some kind of metal shoulder protection there, pauldrons. They're actually wearing something on their entire arms, it seems. That's pretty nice. They do not have muzzles, and they actually still have their tails intact, it seems. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. Really big guys. And then their commander is something entirely different. That one has a chopped off tail, but it has a bit of a deformed schnoz there. You know, like a punched in face. Poor guy. Wielding a knife. It does look somewhat rat-like, but it's also got big spikes on the back. So it's certainly mutated into something else. And I don't remember all the lore. It's been so long since Myth got bought by Ulisses Games, buying it from Megacon Games. And I mean, the Kickstarter was what, in 2015 or 16? And it's now 2024. So that's been a long wait. But I'm glad that we got them in the end. And I mean, the sculpts look really good. So I'm quite happy with those. Let's look at another bag. All right, two more bags here. We've got Sculpted Lairs. And I believe these are the heroes. Yes, the hero pack. So let's look at the lairs first. And there we go. Sculpted Lairs, which I really like. I got actually two of these because sometimes you can have up to two layers on a tile. But there's one for each different module, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, well, there's 7. I believe there were also Sculpted Lairs in the Shores of Canis and Blackwall Warrens. I'm not entirely sure anymore because this is a sewer and this is a crocodile and this is a an Egyptian statue, so those seem to fit in with the theme of those you know, expansion boxes. So let's just take a look at this. So here's the Lairs entrance with I guess an Anubis head. Kind of like an Anubis Sphinx. And they did put it on one of these bases. I wish they hadn't, really, but because, you know, it's got a square-ish, rectangular base anyway. But I guess, yeah, I don't know. Kind of looks weird to have that on a little bit of a round. This is all that's sticking out, really, so I might just try and remove that. But yeah, pretty basic and straightforward, but nice. So we have that. Then we have this one, which I believe is for the thieves, I guess, because it's, you know, a man-made entrance. A little door there with some lights, some lanterns. Going into a cave, I guess, you know, there's some rocks here, but imagine this being in a rock side, in a mountain side or something. But it looks nice. I like the door. I like the lanterns. Then we have this portal, which I guess is magic or elemental. The swirls there. You know, that could be wind or water or fire or all three. Looks a bit like a Stargate. That's pretty cool. So we have that. Then we have this sewage entrance. Really cool, sculpted with the, you know, the bricks all around here, and then the grates there, and the ooze just dripping out there. Slime. Again, on a round base. It shouldn't have bothered, I guess, with round bases for these. But that looks really cool. So we have that. Then we have one crocodile head. Also looks really cool. Nicely sculpted. I do love the detail on the scales here. That's pretty cool. Yep. Looks really nice. Little hands there on the side. Cute. So we have the crocodile. We have this, you know, the engine thing for the clockwork, I guess, which aren't, this isn't a lair, this is a workbench, because they get made, they get created, which is fitting, I like that. With a little anvil there, and a hammer, and a little furnace underneath. Yep, all the rivets. That's pretty cool. So we have that lair, and then we have one for the sea people, which is a conch. And that's that. That's just really nice. The Naga. Yeah, so those are the Sculpted Lairs. Let's take a look at the heroes. And are these the, like, alternate gender heroes? I don't quite remember. There's, let's see, 5 of them, I guess. So let's just take him out of the plastic first. All right. So, what do we have here? I guess this is an advanced, the Journeyman Spriggan, I'm guessing. Well, that's pretty cool. Plenty of detail there, all the vines and the wood. Yeah, also very dynamic pose, jumping off of his base. So yeah, I guess the Spriggan. Then the, what was it called? The Tinker, I believe. Dude with all kinds of gadgets and a backpack. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. He's got all these little pouches and things going on the armor there. So there's that one. What do we have next? I guess that's the female Tinker. Yep, I'm guessing. So these are, yeah, additional classes. The Spriggan is, you know, genderless, basically. So there's only one sculpt. And Tinker has a male and a female version. And we have the Skald, I guess. Here's the or the Bard, whatever you want to call it. I think it was called a Skald. Female version, cool pose again, very dynamic with this two-pronged lute. Don't know if there's an official name for that. But yeah, looks really cool. She's singing. And the male version, comically, has an accordion, which is also really cool. Singing. I remember there being a violin version. I might already have that one. But this is, of course, the Journeyman. So an advanced version, I guess. That's really cool. Standing on a little chest there so you can toss a coin. That's really nice. So that's those. Now we just have 2 more bags of stretch goals to go. And there were a lot of stretch goals, and again, I just grabbed the Kickstarter to see, you know, what we got, because there's a lot, and it was kind of mixed up and spread out, and in the end, we got, I think, everything as they wanted it, like complete, but it's a bit, you know, mixed up. So I'm gonna really have to see what is what, and what belongs to which module or faction. So I believe this is the Medusa, which belongs to the Naga faction, as an extra mini boss. Yeah, that is Medusa. Really cool. Again, really nicely sculpted. This does have the scales sculpted in, and the dorsal fins and the tail, but also the hair, all the snakes on her head there. And that's a, you know, creepy looking head. Scary head. The arms there. That's really cool. That's Medusa. Let's put her over here. What is in this baggie? That is, let's see. Oof, that's a huge slime. Ah, here This is Professor, what's his name? Sprocket something. I like that one. He really looks like a mad scientist cackling, and he's got one mechanical arm, and he's got a hammer in the other hand. He's got a backpack. So let's grab his mount real quick, which was this guy. So this should fit. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, they made this way too small. I guess they forgot when sculpting this, or when making the mold for this, because this definitely was supposed to hold this guy. This guy was supposed to ride this, and this should have been much bigger. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. I really would have liked that to have worked. So basically they made this guy a lot smaller than was intended, because he was supposed to ride this dude. That is a shame. I'm a bit disappointed about that. But, well, what can you do? There's nothing you can do. You can still prop him up, I guess. I mean, somehow. But, yeah. This guy should have been bigger. It was, you know, the images made him look a lot bigger than it is, actually. But, well, what can you do? So I'll just put him over here. And then we have this big slime boss. Huge slimy boss with some extra slimes here on the base. There's some weapons in here. There's a sword and a shield there. There's a chain. Some crystals here. There's probably more to discover. I think there's a bit of a chain in there as well. But that looks really cool. I like, you know, how actual viscous it looks. There's a chain on the bottom of the arm there as well. There's all kinds of stuff hidden inside this big slimy boss. So that's nice. Really big and chunky model there. Let's take a look at this bag. All right. Let's see. This is more of those clockwork guys. Basically, already saw that in one of the modules. So I'm not going to go over these minis again. Let's just see how many we get. So we got basically another full group here. So yeah, we got 4 more of these with the drill arm, 3 with the mechanical grabbing arm, and 3 with the magnet arm, and 2 more of these captains. So basically you're doubling your module with these. The only thing that the module has, of course, is this guy, but you get this one with these. So yeah. All right, there we go. Extra set of those. Let's check out this bag. All right, what's this? More slimes. All right, more slimes. So, yep, again, just like in the module, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5 with the helmet. Yep, here it is. 5 of these other smaller slimes. So 10 minions and 2 of these captains. Same thing as in the module, except for the commander, of course. So you can make your module bigger. Let's take a look at this bag. There we go. These are more razor fiends for the Siege of Ferrenroc. Got a lot of plastic going on here. Yep, same again. So same thing. We get 10 minions. Here we go. 10 of these small dudes. 5 of the rolling ones and 5 of the standing ones. Yep, that's that. Okay, same as the module, and 2 of their captains, the big ones with the shield. All right. And I suppose this is another one of those. Let's have a look at these. And these are the thieves. So, once again, got a number of these. So this faction is bigger. This is new, though. This guy is new. So let's see, we get The girl with the knife, that's this one. 3, 4, 5. Then we get the crouched dude with the knife, and the jumping forward guy, that was their commander, wasn't it? No, it was a captain. I think there was 2 of these. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay, yeah, so same thing again. 5 crouched guys, 5 females, women, 2 captains, and this commander. This one is new. This is a huge dude. So we get a big guy with a gun and a knife. Really large fellow. For your thieves. Ah, cool. All right. Let's check out this then. Here's a bag with... Oh no, this is missing an arm? Oh, this is the arm. Okay, good. I was always afraid that I didn't get it, but we can glue that back. So we have some special characters here. Traitea. Traitea, an agent. Hero and minion level. Oh yeah, that's what we got. It was, yeah. So she's an agent. Traitea got a huge blade. Really cool. Yep, all right. So, you know, a human agent. So, you know, bad. She's pretty much just evil. So we have that. And here's another one. And I'm going to have to glue this one back in, but it's just not a problem, of course. Let's see how. Oh, like this. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to hold it. So this dark looking dude, also pretty huge guy. I have some giants in myth. Wearing some kind of armor and a cloak. Gives me a bit of a Doctor Doom vibe, but with wings. So yeah, you got the arm here with the spear. So there you go, and the big wings. And it looks like... No, this is actually correct. Wing is just a bit folded there. Yeah, that looks really cool. So we have that dude with the arm. And that is Herast'iel, a minion boss. All right. Here's another big miniature, another boss. So let's have a look at that. Oh, that's a huge one. And another smaller minion or character in here. Ah, yes. This is the Avatar of Shadow, I believe it was called. Which is basically what, what's her name again? Becomes Lucy, I believe, when she gets possessed. There's a little Lucy's doll there. So yeah, the Avatar of Shadow. So we have that one. And this big one, this has a completely bent stick here. But so this is loose. So this is just a matter of hot water treatment to straighten this one out. It should be about this long. But that looks really cool. Look at that. Look at that skull. Skull with 3 eyes and these horns. And this is also, I believe, one of those Ferrenroc Razor Fiend minions. It's got a big hair that go all the way down here. Huge body. And long arms and smaller legs. That looks pretty cool. Pretty good. Pretty cool and good, I was gonna say, at the same time. Yeah. Teraxas. A boss. Should come with 13 cards. So I'm going to have to look out through all the cards in the paper stretch goals box. So that dude over here. And then we have a bunch of these lighter ones, which suggests that these are heroes. So let's open that up. There we go. That's one baggie with some extra. Yes. So we have... Oh, this is cool. Let's see here. I don't remember all the heroes' names and their professions, but this is basically like a dwarf alchemist kind of character. It's really cool. I like the hair, the wild hair there. And he's holding something that is attached to the backpack there with a tube. And yeah, he's got a sash with all kinds of pouches. So this looks really good. Really good, really good. So we have the male version, and then the female version is it? Hang on. These both have mustaches, it seems. Which is which? I don't know. But we have a second one here. Dwarves. Yeah, these are indeed alchemists. And we have two extra ones, I believe. Let's see, which are these? I think this is just a female monk. Yeah, looks very much like a monk fighter to me. So that's female journeyman monk sculpt. And this, well, I don't know, could be anything really. Could be a fighter. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look that up. But another hero. Nice dynamic sculpt. Maybe this is also a monk. I'm not sure. Let's open up this bag and take a look at the rest of the heroes. Have a look there. So let's see. There's a whole bunch. Yeah, these are all the advanced heroes, the journeyman, as it were. So, and you'll have to forgive me if I don't remember all of the names. I'll look them up. So we did get alternate gender sculpts, but also for the core heroes and the journeyman. So we basically now have novice and journeyman heroes in both genders. Of course, the novice core sculpts were already in the boxes, and now it's all a bit, you know, mixed up. So I don't know what is what. But yeah, let's have a look here. This looks like a swashbuckler, you know, a pirate and a male. So there's that. That's a nice sculpt, very jolly looking, you know, swagger, I would say. So that's, yeah, and we have that one. That's nice. And of course, yeah, I just remembered, so one of these is probably the monk journeyman, and one of them is the monk novice sculpts. So yeah, probably. This is the journeyman. I forget what the name was. The sorcerer, you know, the elementalist. So yeah, this is the journeyman version, the advanced version. The male version as well. I don't know if I can find the female version quickly, because there's so many here. No, I'm not sure. I would be guessing. I would just be guessing. I have no idea. Could be this one. Could be this one. I don't know. Also, again, very dynamic pose. You know, running forward, then, you know, halting quickly, holding up the spear as if something big was coming down on her. That's really cool. So with that, then we have this dude. Yeah. Again, I've been looking for a picture with all of these, with the names and everything, but I'd have to dive into the books that I have, the rule books and the art book, to really see who's who. But we're just looking at the sculpts right now, and I really like them. They look really, really good. Here, a girl with a gun and a big knife. Could be the female swashbuckler, I guess. With the, you know, the big boots. Yeah, nice dynamic pose and sculpt. Then we have this guy with the two blades, maybe a warrior, soldier, or whatever they were called. The Journeyman version, I guess. Also looking really good. Then we have a Ratfolk, Ratkin hero. I forgot what the class was once again. You know, something like a rogue or something, with a blade and a dagger, some armor, some pouches on the belt. Looks cool. Here is another one. I guess this is the same class, but female, perhaps. Got a little buckler there and a dagger. Yeah, also nice. Again, some of these are bent. Hot water treatment will fix that for you. I think this might be the Necromancer. There was a Necromancer class, wasn't there? The male Necromancer here. That's cool. That's cool. Or is this... No, this is the Cleric. This is the Journeyman Cleric. Some of these I recognize, because they are basically the classes from the core game, which I've had for a much longer time. Yeah, that looks really cool. Basically an upgraded version. So we have that one. This is definitely the Journeyman soldier with this shield and a sword and upgraded armor. Yeah, that looks cool. That looks really cool. So we have that dude and the Journeyman female archer drawing an arrow from her quiver on the back. The bow there, that looks really nice with the cloak and the hair. Yep. So those are all the hero figures in that bag, and there's still a second stretch goal bag. And here is the second stretch goal bag, another huge bag filled with smaller baggies, which we are going to open. More heroes in here, I see, which is good. Some small figures and some big figures and the dragon. Oh, that's cool. All right, let's open up this one first. All right, let's see what that is. There we go. So these are more of the Naga faction. Yeah, okay, so there we go. Got more of those captains, more of those minions. So let's see once again, and we got that one, which is the mini boss, which is new. So we got the guys with the forks, 1, 2, and the guys with the claws, I guess 5 of each, just like in the module. Yep, there we go. So there's that. We get 2 of these crab dudes, which was the same. And this one, which is new. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. This boss, really big, with kind of like a cobra, snakish thing going on there. That's really nice. Yep. Big sculpt, wielding a scepter. All right, so that is new for the Naga faction. Let's see what's in here. This is the spider thing. Kolgaluth or something. Let's see. Yeah, it's called Kolgaluth. Kolgaluth. It's this one. Oh, which is a boss of the... Let's see. What is that exactly? It's a commander and... Yeah, a commander? This is a commander. For the spitters and, you know, from the core game, really. So that's cool. They get a big one. That is really creepy. Scary looking arachnid. Ooh. Yeah, this is cool. So with that, then we have this dude. This is Elder Mattaka for the Greenskins faction. You know, the orcs, basically. That's cool. It's got a bottle of booze, no doubt, and a staff there. Again, a little bit bent here at the back. Hot water will fix that. Got plenty of furs on her legs and on the headpiece there. That's really cool. I like that. Then we have, I think this was Nosferatu. Basically a vampire dude. Don't know for which faction that is. Basically a mini boss. Got a little skull there and some, I don't know what those are, cylinders of stuff on the belt. I'm wearing a cape. Yeah, very vampirish looking face, Nosferatu. And then we have this dude. Yeah, I remember that guy with the horns. I remember the art for this. Maybe also for the demon faction. Not entirely sure. I'll look it up again. All right, let's take a look at this dude. I think this was from the Cyclops, a mini boss or commander or whatever. The Cyclops, of course, the you know, the creatures with the eyeballs. And this one was also in there somewhere. And I couldn't find this one anymore. I remember the art, but I couldn't find him in the stretch goals. So I don't quite remember how or where we unlocked those or what they belonged to. But this is really cool. The eyeball here, the claws there. It's got a bunch of eyeballs on the back. And their lairs are also basically just a plant with stalks with eyeballs. Super cool. I really like this faction a lot. The Cyclops. So this is definitely a thing of nightmares. Super nice. We'll save the dragon for last, actually. We have this from the unlocked module. So one of the modules was basically a stretch goal that we unlocked with Lucy's story. So here's regular Lucy. Poor little girl. That's really cool. And we had this one in that same module. Some kind of paladin dude. So that's really cool. He's got the shield there, really heavily armored. He's got a hammer. This is really cool. This is a typical kind of paladin, you know, looking dude. So yeah, that comes with that. That's really nice. Let's take a look at this. This is probably more Journeyman heroes. And again, yeah, something else that I forgot. When you go from novice to Journeyman, you can choose 2 different paths for your profession to go. And so you'd have 2 different sculpts for your Journeyman. Alright, let's go. These 2 are stuck together. There we go. So some of these are also NPCs, I believe. So we have this torchbearer figure here. It's basically a bit of a mule. He carries your stuff. He's got a backpack with all kinds of weapons. He's got a little buckler there on the hip. Yeah, not sure if I already have him though in the previous shipments. Seem to remember seeing this one at least. But maybe I didn't have the miniature actually. I don't know. Then we have the 2 priests, right? There was a father and let's see, that guy perhaps? Yeah, I guess it's this one. don't quite remember. One of them, you know, is a priest, and the other one, I guess, as well, younger, in training. And they're part of one of the storylines. So yeah, those are pretty nice. There you go. So we have that. I'll put those here. We took a look at these. Let's put these here. So this is Nikki. Nikki, the bar wench, I believe, holding a mug of ale and looking stern and pointing her finger, you, out, or I'm gonna punch you in the face. For the bar brawl or the tavern brawl game mode, I think that was a separate game mode. And she's also a really cool looking NPC, of course. So yeah, there's that one. Let's see. This was, I believe, what was her name? Elder. Let me just check that real quick. Elder Alanina, or Alanina, who has a minion called Bobby, but probably still in one of the bags, who's one of the greenskins. So we have her. That looks really nice. Elder Alanina. Do we find Bobby in here? No, probably in another pack. There was this tree in that same stretch goal. It's really cool. We did have a token for this one in the core game. It's basically just a round token with a dark, evil-looking tree on it, but now we actually have a sculpt for it, and that is super cool. I really like that. Bit of scenery. Yeah, really nicely sculpted. Look at all the leaves. That looks really good. So, quite happy with that one. Then we have this dude. This looks like an orc. Maybe this is Bobby. I don't know. They made a different sculpt for him, perhaps. I'm not sure, because he definitely is a greenskin. Look at that face. But he seems to have been, you know, civilized with the fancy clothing and a cup of wine, no doubt, and a walking cane. It could be him, which I kind of like. You know, that's kind of funny. And what else do we have? We have this woman with a staff. Let's see if I can quickly find who that is. This could be Sarah the Mystic, and that makes this Sir Archeron. Yeah, which is also a stretch goal from one of the storylines. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Sir Archeron, another knight in heavy armor with a shield with a rose on it and a big sword. So that's those two. Also nice. And what's in this bag then? Let's see. All right. What do we have here? Yeah, we got some extra. Oh yeah, we have this one. This pet for the fathers, Father Josh, Father Andrew, and the Rift Stalker. That's this, the Rift Stalker, cat-like creature. That's really cool. So we have that. Then we have, oh yes, we have a fire and a earth elemental, which was unlocked as well. Those look really cool. What were they called again? So this is the Forgotten and the Soul Stalker, and this was, let me just look that up, the Avatar of Fire and Avatar of Earth. Which, you know, you can't have enough elementals. That's good. Nicely sculpted, nice and big, slightly bigger than a regular person. So we have those two. So yeah, these were what I just said, the Soul Stalker. That's this one, belonging to the Undead faction, I guess. Soul Stalker. We got one of those, and 3 Forgotten. little bony guy. And we had a lot of those in the core box as well. But this seems to be just another different sculpt. Because the ones that we got in the core box had like a big staff with a, you know, big blade at the end. So this one is definitely different from those. Let's see what we got here. We got some more smaller minis, maybe heroes. I'm not sure. Yes, we do. Ah, look, here they are. So the alchemists we saw before were definitely two male alchemists, but to do different paths that you can pick as a journeyman. And these are the female versions. That is cool. That is awesome. So we have these two. I like the sculpts. There's a lot going on there. Basically dwarves, really. And that's really nice. I like that. So two dwarves here. And then we have, all right, these are the two. So earlier we did see the two female monk journeymen. And these are the male monk journeymen, I guess. So two different sculpts. So yeah, that's those two. Then we have this bag. Another bag of more miniatures. Hopefully alt genders, I guess, I think. Maybe. There's a whole bunch here. All right. All right. Let's just start with this one. And again, I'm not sure about all the names of all the professions. But we have this one. It's basically the female journeyman sorcerer. One path, at least. And let's see if... Is this the other path? Could be. Could be. Gonna have to take a good look at all of these. But that's really nice. One with a staff and one fights barehanded, summoning some kind of magic there. Again, very nice sculpts, very dynamic poses. Oh, so many of these, super cool. Do these belong together? I have no idea what belongs together. There's just too many. Let's take a look at this. What's this? I can't really... Well, actually, based on the arms, this is stone, and this is either fire or air. And the hair could be like fiery. This is some kind of elemental sorcery. That is very cool, though. I like that. So we have that. This. Oh, there it goes. There we go again. This is a female swashbuckler. Well, again, I don't know if the name is swashbuckler per se. It's one of the paths. For that, I'm just really happy with all these extra sculpts that we got. And now I can go and figure out what's what and sort them out. Here is a female roguish character with a dagger. That's really cool. With that, here is... Oh yes, this is the one that I was talking about earlier, where the female version was... I don't know if this is the soldier or, you know, the warrior, but some kind of ferret-like anthropomorphic creature. But that's really cool. This one I liked. I liked the art a lot. Very dynamic pose. Again, just running. All of these sculpts are super dynamic. And I love that. This is going to look great. The male swashbuckler. Also looking very cool. With a gun and a sword. Yar. And that. Then we have... Whoa, what's this? I have no idea what this is. No idea. wearing a helmet, running forward, got the sword. That's super cool. But I don't remember even seeing art for this one, to be honest. So I have no idea what this is. It's cool though. Here's another one of these. Ah, look. Yes, again, same as the previous one, but a different path for Journeyman. That's so cool. You didn't even really need to do that, but they did. So you can paint them differently and say, well, this is the one path, and this is the other path. With this shield, which also has the little ferret head on it. It's super cool. Yeah. Fantastic detail. I'm so happy that Ulisses managed to continue this and get it done and get it into the backers' hands, because these look amazing. Yep. Another one with a spear. Another one of those masked ones. What do we have here? Another, ranger kind of profession. The male version with a dagger and a cloak. The big boots. Yeah. So that's the male version, because the core game had a female version. Here is I guess a female. What could that be? Another cleric? I'm not sure. Holding a spear. Yep, robed figure. Some potions there and a pouch there. A couple of them. Nice. And we have this one, another piratey looking swashbuckler woman this time, with a dagger and a cutlass. And a nice hat with a feather with that. And then finally we have this one, male rogue, I want to say, with a dagger, 2 daggers. So yeah, there's that one, the cloak. And again, just look at how dynamic this pose is. Fantastic. Some of the coolest sculpts in any game. And then finally, this big one, the ice dragon. Oh, that's cool. Huge model. It's really, really, really cool. Look at that face. Oh, don't drop it. It's very spiky. You get caught up on things easily. On this base. The base does have extra holes in it though, so I'm gonna have to fill those out. But yeah, this looks really cool. There's a tiny little shard wings there. As this one doesn't fly. But that is really cool. Look at all the crystalline formations on the skin there. The big pointy tail to cleave a man in half. Yeah, nice. Look at that. That is really cool. All right. Sweet. Well, those were all the additional minis from the Myth Journeyman Kickstarter. All right, so those were all the miniatures from Myth Journeyman by Ulisses. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and also please check out my Patreon page by clicking the link in the description below or the icon at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Board Game Heaven.